A new investment opportunity from Augusta is out now. The Visy Glass Industrial Property, a substantial 8.5 hectare complex with a 20-year triple net lease to a subsidiary of global packaging leader, the Visy Group. It's well located in a prime position in one of New Zealand's preeminent industrial suburbs, Penrose, Auckland. Investment is available with a minimum amount of $50,000 and in multiples of $10,000 thereafter. Forecast cash distributions are paid to investors monthly. Mark Francis is Augusta Funds Management's Managing Director, founding the group in 2001. He, along with Bryce Barnett, are both directors of Augusta Penrose Limited, the entity that will acquire and own the property investors will own shares in.
Augusta Funds Management has vast experience and a long history in managing successful shared property ownership structures with $1.86 billion of assets under management. We're now part of Centuria Capital Group, an ASX-listed specialist investment management company with approximately Australian $10 billion in assets under management. We're conservative in our approach with a focus on quality assets with strong long-term fundamentals. At the core of our investment philosophy is providing sustainable monthly returns and protecting and growing investors' equity. The Visy Glass Industrial Properties attributes strongly align with this approach.
The Visy Glass Industrial Property is located at 752 Great South Road, Penrose, Auckland. Tenanted by Visy Glass Operations New Zealand Limited, they're a subsidiary of Visy Glass International Limited and part of the Visy Group.
The Visy Group is one of the world's largest privately owned paper packaging and recycling companies. With 70 years in business, the Visy Group has around 5,000 employees, more than 120 sites through Australasia, along with trading offices across Asia and Europe. Visy Glass is New Zealand's only large-scale glass bottle and jar manufacturer, and the tenant under its previous names has operated from this site since 1922. Visy Glass are currently upgrading plant and equipment at the site, with the immense scale of their operation reaching approximately 2 million bottles produced at the site each day. The 20-year lease commences on 25 February 2021, with rights of renewal totalling a further 50 years, taking the final expiry right through to 2091. Another major benefit to investors is that the lease provides annual rent reviews fixed at 3% per annum, increasing the income annually for the next 20 years. Importantly, the lease is structured as triple net. What this means is that Augusta Penrose, as the landlord, is insulated from all liability in relation to the property. For example, any costs of capital expenditure, repairs, maintenance and other works, whether structural or otherwise, are not Augusta Penrose's responsibility.
The lease stipulates that the tenant is responsible and has the same liabilities in regards to the premises as if the tenant was the owner. This is widely considered the most landlord-friendly form of lease.
In terms of location, I don't think you can beat it. It's a huge 8.576 hectares in a high-profile position directly between Auckland's southern motorway and the main arterial Great South Road. Only 9 kilometres from the Auckland CBD and port, it's in one of Auckland's preeminent industrial suburbs, Penrose. The property also benefits from desirable heavy industrial zoning, which rarely becomes available. This combination of size, location and zoning bode well for future redevelopment options in the long term.
The performance of the industrial property sector as a whole remains very strong, reflecting the resilient and robust nature of this asset class. Historically, industrial property in New Zealand has consistently outperformed other commercial property sectors, generating the highest total returns over the past 5 years. In the 12 months to September 2020, Auckland industrial prime yields compressed from 5% to 4.5%, leading to increasing property values. This stellar performance shows no sign of abating, as the sector's strong fundamentals support ongoing and increased investment demand.
The minimum investment in the Visy Glass Industrial Property offer is $50,000 and available in multiples of $10,000 thereafter. The offer is fully underwritten by Centuria, ensuring the offer will proceed.
The initial forecast pre-tax cash distribution is 5% per annum for the period ending 31 March 2022. Importantly, with the fixed annual rental increases and the tenant's responsibility for all repairs, maintenance and capital expenditure, the forecast pre-tax cash distribution is expected to increase by 25 basis points in the second and third financial periods to reach 5.5% in the financial year ending 31 March 2024.
In mid-2020, tax deductions for depreciation of commercial and industrial buildings were reinstated, which is a major benefit for investors. With the offer's portfolio investment entity structure, the maximum tax rate for your investment will be 28%.
If we consider what the forecast post-tax or after-tax distributions look like at this maximum tax rate of 28%, it's forecast to reach 4.13% per annum for the financial year ending 31 March 2024. We understand the importance of cash flow to our investors, so this return is paid into your bank account monthly.
One of the most frequently asked questions is regarding liquidity. Specifically, can an investor sell their investment?
The answer is yes. As the manager, we operate a secondary market facility which matches the buyers and sellers of shares. The liquidity of a share is very much related to the performance of the underlying asset. Since 2014, Augusta Funds Management has facilitated secondary sale transactions with a total sales value of over $36 million. While this value is a small percentage of total funds under management, liquidity can also be provided through the sale of the property and the return of the equity. Since 2014, approximately $400 million of equity has been realised through the sale of properties and returned to investors. This property is a sought-after institutional-grade investment opportunity within the industrial property sector. It ticks all the boxes. Strong tenant covenant, long triple net lease, huge land holding and a prime location. Our most recent offer was fully subscribed within 2 weeks of opening, which resulted in many investors missing out. We recommend your earliest attention to this investment opportunity, and we remind you that there is the option to apply online by visiting the website on screen now.
Investment in the Visy Glass industrial property offer closes on 22nd February unless filled prior. For more information, including a copy of the product disclosure statement, please contact Mike Hawker, Samara Phillips, Sarah Preble or Shirley Leung from the sole selling agents Bailey's Real Estate.